You know, Sal, you've had such a great run. You've done so much for the industry. The sport is safer because of you. The industry is bigger because of you, and Baja's famous because of you. It's through all your hard work and dedication that this was all possible.
Hi, Sal. On behalf of the McMillin family, we want to thank you for 40 years of great racing. You know, the SCORE International has been a big part of our family for over 40 years. And you and my dad shared the passion of desert racing and of Baja, Mexico.
He's he's a true pioneer of our sport and our industry, and a true gentleman.
I don't think there's been a start of a Baja race that Sal hasn't shook my hand and said, be safe, have fun, and we'll see you back here. And he was always there when we came back. I'm sure he was there when we didn't make it back. But most of those times we made it back. And
my story about Sal is about 11 years ago. My wife and I were in a bad accident down in Mexico during a race, and Sal, I would say, saved my life because he made the call to send me in an airplane back to San Diego to get it fixed. It was, I'll never forget it my whole life.
I don't think people realize how much hard work goes into putting on a Baja 1000 or a Baja 500. So some of the trials and tribulations that Sal has had to go through, people don't realize is that it's not easy, and I'm quite sure it wasn't for a lot of money.
Sal's done an amazing job. Without him, I don't know how many people wouldn't have a career or a life. He's made my whole life, my father's life. Without him, we would be nothing. We would have no career. And we definitely wouldn't be doing what we love to do so much. That's off-road race.
Well, when I think of Sal Fish and all of the years and the miles that he's traveled up and down the Baja, boy, I tell you what, in the places he's put himself and the positions he's got himself into, and all the competitors he's had to deal with over the years, you're tough. You know, I thought I was pretty tough, but to do what you've done for the amount of years and brought the memories that we've, been so fortunate to have, and for myself, I've got thousands of great memories of off-road racing, and thanks to you. And Sal, and your toughness and your ability to stand in there and fight for us and get us a place to race over the years, well, my hat comes off to you. You're a great guy.
Sal's just this icon that you see at the races, and him shaking your hand, and while all that seems, you kind of start taking that for granted, it really always meant a lot to have Sal there and have him shake your hand before you go off the line. You really thought he was doing that personally just for you, and I believe he was.
Sal Fish is one of the toughest guys I know, one of the toughest men I know.
Pre-running out of Ensenada outbound one night, and trying to do all my homework and mark the course, and the most treacherous part of racing down there out of Ensenada is that first 30 miles, so trying to get in as much mileage and course notes as I possibly could, and this was just recently, a couple years ago, and it was literally a little after 9 p.m. at night, and the sun's starting to go down, and about 8 miles outside of town, and come across a guy pounding stakes along the course, and marking a little area with a ribbon and some extra markers, and it was Sal. It was literally at 9:15 at night, the night before the race, and he's out there marking course, which so I stopped and offered to help, and of course he wouldn't let me do that, and he was all fine, but it just said a lot about his passion and the level of detail and how much he cared, and he just wanted to make sure and go out there. He'd heard there'd been a little problem in that area, and he wanted to make sure it was marked. So.
Sal, I don't think I can imagine SCORE without you, or you without SCORE. When I came into the sport 35 years ago, you were there, and I guess for some reason I just always felt you'd always be there. But I understand that it's time for you to move on and start the next chapter in your life. Barbara, when you get tired of him being around all the time, feel free to give me a call. Sal, when you get that itch to head into Baja exploring, and needing to go on a pre-run, just know that your seat in the pre-runner will always be open.
The first thing we can say about Sal Fish, it's been a wonderful 39 years racing for Sal Fish. I don't know anybody that could go through what he did to do 39 Baja 1000s.
I also want to say, my dad used to say, life is a one-lap race. So as you hand this off in the backstretch, I hope turns 3 and 4 are as good to you and Barbara as turns 1 and 2 have been. So congratulations and thank you very, very much.
I'd just like to say good luck, Sal, in all the years ahead, and thank you for all the many years of your support of this great sport of ours and SCORE International. I have no idea what I'd be doing for a living, and if there would even be a Jimco Racing if it wasn't for Sal Fish. Really appreciate it all, and appreciate all the memories.
On behalf of all of us, I just want to thank you, Sal, for everything you've brought to this sport, to our industry, and I think the other thing that gets overlooked is everything that you brought to Mexico.
We want to wish you many happy and healthy years in retirement. It's well deserved and earned.
Yeah, I think my real personal message to Sal is, thanks for the memories. That's only one guy coming from my heart to thank you for all the memories you've been able to be a part of for me with putting the races on. And I know everyone that's raced in your races over the last 40 years have got stories and memories that they'll never forget the rest of their life. And for me, again, thanks for the memories.
On a personal note, I cherish every moment that we got to spend together, the conversations, the crazy brainstorms, some of the stuff that we got into together. I'll never forget any of those. I hope that you'll stay in touch. May God bless you, and thank you for being such a great friend.